taking my time with a heavy load. Don't worry.
It's not an arrowhead. It's a fossil, a gastropod. Been finding a lot of them this year. I think this makes the 4th, maybe 5th one. This one's really cool because it has all the rings in there to it. Even has the outside edge of it showing. That's pretty cool. Just thought I'd show that. Check him out. He's beating the path to get to the shade. Now he knows I'm behind him. He's like, oh, who's that? Here, getting out of here. Go, little guy, go. Go, little guy, go. But I have no idea why he's going that way when the water's the other way. Guess he wants to go get some vegetation over in the brush. Go, little guy, go. Sayo, friends and YouTubers, and I just want to do a little shout out to all the new subscribers, and even if you've been a subscriber for a while, all those new fellas out there that's been leaving comments that have never left a comment before. I want you to know I highly appreciate it. And I can't believe someone TD'd my Life in the Creek video. What, are you jealous or something? Because if you think it bothers me, well, it doesn't. I could get 100 thumbs down and it would never bother me. I'm still gonna get out here and hunt arrowheads, and I'm still gonna make videos the way I do. Why? Because it all starts with OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. I've had it my whole life, but I never did figure it out to my 40s. Maybe one day we'll talk about that. But I'd been up the creek for a little bit and had hunted, oh, I only think 1, 2, 3, 4 little gravel bars. And I did find this. Oh. And that's a heartbreaker there now. Any Dalton that's broke is always a heartbreaker. Where I've always used born 10,000 years too late. That's because of my love for the Dalton point. And I have great love for all the eons of errors of those who came before us. See the cross beveling on that piece. It's been a creek a long time. Base had been broke off a long time. I think the tip was more, freshly taken off. But so we don't end up with a 30-minute video, I just combing this gravel bar and thinking, man, I've been up 3 gravel bars and ain't found squat yet. No footprints, nothing. And this is usually always a pretty good stretch. So I'm standing about right here, and I just poked my jugging stick in the ground, and I'm like, I know there's an arrowhead here, I can feel it. And I look over here. And here's a little work piece. And it's not much, but it's actually, except for missing a little bit of tip there, it's all full. Then I pan over to the side over here. And Craig Dalton, you're funny with that. Can you see it? Usually I'm filming standing up. No, but I did like that. And I spot this dude. Bang, down in there. Oh, I stirred up the water some. To make sure I don't stick my butt in the water. I mean, it's wet, but I don't want to fall over backwards. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Would you just go ahead and look at that? Thank you, Great Spirit. Let's clean her off a little bit before I pull her out of the water, huh? I did get out the other day for a little bit. Found like a little gargoyle lately. I think this is older than an Etley. Oh, if you could see the flaking on that thing. I'm wondering if I don't have my first harden point. Oh, that base is ground. There's a little nick in it right there. But that base is ground. Has some translucent edges. Just a little bit of the tip gone. But man, what a smoking point. Man. Maybe I'll name this one Life in the Creek Part 2. So you can thumbs it down too. You know, what I think is bullshit is them guys that will thumb you down don't have the tenacity or the guts to leave a comment. Like, it was a week or so ago. Some guy commented on one of my Arrowhead videos, I think from 2012 or 2013. The Arrowhead show videos, excuse me. And I didn't like his comment. A lot of times, just may delete them or whatever. But I had to give him a good cussing. And I didn't hear nothing back from him. Look at that thing dry off, and then look at that flaking. That is no Etley. Where are you going, stick? In ground. Oh man, is it ground. A little fresh ding off that ear, but man, I believe it may be my first harden. Like I said, it's ground. And you will once in a while come across a ground base Etley or a ground base Melville. And Melvilles have way better flaking than a Etley or a Smith Point, which they're all made by the same culture era. But nope, I think that's a hard one. Creek Dalton, what do you think, buddy? Can you see that flaking good enough? Well, let's get on with the show. It's time to go, 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 go! Woohoo! I always love finding a good adze, whether out of the dirt or out of the creek. That was a heavily used tool for this neck of the woods. The things we do on some creeks. Well, there's a creek I hunt a lot, but some spots you hit a hole that's a little deeper than what you care for. But as long as it ain't over your head, you're doing good. Well, hunting my last gravel bar for today. And this is a big old gravel bar. And it's one of them days I'm hurting like hell. I probably should save it for later, but when I go to a spot, I like to clear it all out. That way I don't have to go back and I can go to the next place. And it's got the tip dinged off, I believe. I don't think it's a blunt. What's that? This is where I found that pink Kramer point at. I found it way up there. And then I found some other stuff here, which this gravel bar don't produce a lot, but it does produce some. And you never know where that killer point's gonna be at. And if you know me, there's always something that I want to talk about. But something I just wanted to bring up real quick. If I watch your videos, I always try to leave a comment. That don't always happen sometimes. And if I come to yours and I leave a comment, it's nice when you reply back. And there's a lot of new people I've subbed to this year. And most of them reply back. And I'll keep watching you for a little bit longer. But eventually, if you don't reply back, I'm not going to watch you anymore. I just think that's rude. Which I remember when I first got on YouTube, some of my first people that would comment watching me was Mr. Rick Jitsu, of course. I think he was one of my first subscribers. Falls Grave, which I haven't seen any videos from him in a while. Haven't heard from him in a while. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe I need to go to his channel and check it out. And Wallow Man. And of course Richard's Rock House, because we're local to each other. And I consider us as friends, which we don't do a lot of hunting together. I'd like to hunt with Richard a little bit more, but I think maybe he's kind of like me sometimes. But I wanted to again say a big thank you to everybody that comments. It's really appreciated. And I know that there were some times back in the day, especially if I'd be out hunting a lot, I wouldn't get to reply on all the videos. And you know, I just always want to try and do my best to do that. And I think it's a courtesy thing. I think it's a respectful thing. And I understand some guys get so many comments, you know, that post a lot of videos. It's hard to go back and hit them all, you know. But even if a guy just pops in and says thanks, you know, that's important, because that means, you know, he read your comment and he appreciated it. And that's all what it should be. As such, it's so hard to find a live action in the gravel, but I thought we'd give it a try. And I wanted to bring that up because there's somebody I've been commenting on their videos and they ain't replied back to me once. And then that's another thing. I almost forgot. Dumb me. I don't know what's going on with Google Tube. I'll get notifications on about everybody that comments, but I've been noticing on some of the last videos that you know, someone's notification will come through on a comment, and I'll go there to comment, and I'll scroll through all the other comments, and there'll be comments that didn't come through on a notification. So if you do comment on an older video or a recent video, and I don't comment back, that means that it probably didn't show up on my notifications, and I apologize for that. That's not me, that's Google Tube for some reason. I mean, YouTube's still great, but it was a lot better before it went to Google. It took a while to get used to it. So thank you all for coming along, and I highly appreciate your comments. Now, if I could find one good one before I gotta go.